Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. Dang, I need help. Bro.
Alright. Booyah! Alright, ready?
Yeah, dude.
Alright. Welcome everybody, this is Cinema Heads. We got our usual group of misfits. We have
Baseball, dude.
Robin.
Cyborg.
Raven. Starfire.
Today, obviously with the names, you guys can probably tell by now, we're going to review Teen Titans Go to the movies. We all saw it over the weekend. So, right now we're going to give our review about it, and then at the very end, we're going to talk about the end credit scene. So, we'll go ahead and...
Spoiler alert!
We'll go ahead and start with Beast Boy over here.
Baseball, what's up, dude? So, dude, I think it was like the greatest movie ever. I really, really did enjoy it. I'm gonna go ahead and go on a limb and say, dude, that this might be the movie of 2018.
Oh, wow. That's a big word.
That's just how much I enjoyed it.
I can't do that the whole time. This movie was really good. I did enjoy it. It had a lot of cool stuff in it. Had a lot of cameos. Had a lot of neato 80s stuff for us older people. Yeah, us older people. I really did enjoy the movie. I really did.
Good. All right. Now let's go to you, Robin.
Yeah, no, it was really good. It was, I mean, the most important thing was it was super funny. Like, we all thought it was, like, super funny. Even, like, there was a bunch of songs. There's a lot of songs. But they were all super funny, really entertaining. The movie was very, like, Robin heavy. Like, I guess... Because we all watched the cartoon. I think everyone here watched the cartoon. It's usually about the whole group. This one was, like, mostly about Robin.
Well, in the cartoon, Robin is, like, the joke of the whole team.
Right.
So it was different to see him in, like, the limelight.
Yeah. But overall, super funny.
Okay. Go ahead, Raven.
So before this movie or any of that,
Yeah, tell the truth.
I was like, Teen Titans Go's lame. I don't like that.
They did say that.
I didn't like it. But then we went into movies, and my opinion was changed. There's a lot of good jokes, like everyone else said. It was golden brown like that bread. Go ahead, Starfire.
Well, the movie honestly was really good. The comedy was hilarious. Like the first, I'd say hour of the movie was nothing but nonstop laughs. It was great. And then, surprisingly, for Teen Titans Go, they actually still came up with a pretty good storyline for the whole thing. It was really good. And it kind of reflected off of the original Teen Titans cartoon series, which was pretty cool as well. So, I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was really good, all in all.
All right. Well, I guess you guys ready for this? I didn't like it. So, I mean, I didn't like it because I honestly feel like I understand why that show is only 15 minutes long.
Wow.
It was
Shots.
too long of a movie for a Teen Titans Go to carry. In my personal... Teen Titans Go to carry. Like he said, the singing... I'm sorry, all the songs were trash.
What?
I'm sorry.
What are you talking about?
All the songs are
What is
trash.
happening?
The only good song in that whole movie was when they were introducing themselves.
That was
very
the worst
beginning?
song.
That was the only good song.
That was a very good song.
Second,
the worst.
the only good character in that whole entire movie was Slade. He was hilarious every single time he talked, and I just thought he was great.
Talking about
Watch the same
Deadpool.
movie?
Yeah, talking about Deadpool.
Did we watch the same movie?
We did.
I'm confused.
I hate to say that I think I almost fell asleep in it.
Oh,
That's how
okay.
it was.
What?
3, I would say probably the only thing I loved about the movie was...
Oh, wow. Choose your words.
in the movie, they go back in time to take all the superheroes away.
That was hilarious.
And so they ended up basically saving Krypton. So Superman was still, or his family was still alive, so he stayed on Krypton. They ended up saving the parents of Bruce Wayne so they didn't go get down Crime Alley and get shot. Then later they go back to the future and they see that what they did, it pretty much just allowed all criminals to run free. And then so they say, oh, well, we got to go back now. And we have to actually put them back in their spot so that this doesn't happen. And the best scene was them giving Bruce Wayne's parents, like, the go-ahead to go down crime alley and giving the mom the pearl necklace.
Yeah.
And then
Push
pushing them into the alley, and then you hear them get shot.
Yeah.
That was probably, like, I think in the theater, myself,
That was low.
and like I said, a group of guys were sitting in the front row in front of us, like, just guys. Like, I went and saw it with my wife and daughter, but just grown men sitting in the front. And they were, like, screaming, laughing about it. Which I was, too, because I thought that was the funniest thing about it.
It definitely has, like, I mean, obviously it's for kids, but it has a lot of very adult jokes.
Yes.
Like, your child's not going to understand what it is, but you definitely are, and it was super funny.
I mean, the reason why I didn't like it is because, like I said, it's just, it needed to be 15 minutes long.
Well, like I said, the first hour was a lot of jokes and a lot of funniness, and that part was great. It did kind of slow down after that because they kind of tried to have the storyline take over and have a little bit of drama and stuff like that and action and stuff. But so it did slow down a bit, but it was still entertaining. It wasn't like for what it is.
I think also besides the poop scene, them putting the fake toilet.
That was
but that was like.
For what Teen Titans Go is, though, it was still a decent story. And it's all about, the whole franchise is just about having fun with those characters. It's not meant to be taken 100% seriously. So I
get
thought
that,
for what it was
but,
really good.
Like, I used to watch the old school version, like,
we all did.
religiously.
Yeah, that one's great.
And I just, like, kind of the same thing Jonathan said. Like, I did the same thing. I thought it was awful when I first watched it. And then later I started seeing, like, good episodes. But again, there were 15-minute long episodes, and the story didn't last because I felt like if they did, it would become dry. And literally that's what happened in the movie for me.
But not all the episodes are 15 minutes long. So The Night Began to Shine, that's an entire 5-length, 30-minute thing of greatness. I'm guessing you haven't seen that because, if you did, you'd understand Teen Titans Go is probably just right behind Teen Titans. It's just
Oh no!
bumping it.
no!
It's bumping
Nope.
right there.
Nope,
Because
it
Teen
does.
Titans Go is amazing. If you don't dance for your bees, then you don't dance at all.
No, it doesn't compare to the original Teen Titans.
Yeah, the original Teen Titans.
No,
Dance
it's not
for
even
your
close.
bees. Dance
Honestly,
for
it's
your bees.
like the original Teen Titans for me, and then Teen Titans Go,
But they're typically
No, no,
and
no.
then
no.
Titans.
Cut it out.
I mean, like, I get that, like, some episodes are longer than others, but again, they're 30-minute long episodes, not an hour.
And you didn't feel
and a
like the
half.
story, like, them trying to get their own movie and everything like that, them trying to, like, prove they were
No.
superhero. You didn't think, no.
You didn't
Because, like, that was, like, the main plot of it, but they had so much random stuff, which is fine.
That's
That's,
what
like,
the
how
show-
the
that's
show
what the show
is. I
is,
get
yeah.
that. But, like, again, it was dry. Like, it was not...
I don't know.
You didn't like that your brother's baby hands?
Yeah, he's got baby hands.
Thanks, guys. That's nice of you.
Baby hands.
Little baby hands. You gonna say your catchphrase?
But, I mean, like, the voice
Crack
actor was
an
still
egg on
great. Obviously, Hazley did Wonder Woman. She was great.
Yeah.
The best,
Don't.
honestly,
Yeah,
to
say it.
me,
Say it.
was Nicolas Cage's Superman. Because they've been wanting him to play Superman for so long.
Oh, so
There's
funny.
even a picture online, if you haven't seen, of him in the Superman suit.
It was amazing.
Will
With the long
Arnett
hair.
Slade was dope.
Will Arnett.
Well, no, that's why I said that was, like, my favorite character in the whole movie. Because everything he said was funny. His mind manipulations were the funniest thing in that movie to me. Like, I thought they were just hilarious.
So what
yeah.
exactly? I mean, I get it. You thought it was dry, but what else didn't you like about the movie?
Like, if you go back to one of our earlier reviews, we talk about our top 5 favorite live-action DC Marvel movies, and Matt brings up The Dark Knight, and he says that it was too long, it was too dry, that it didn't really do anything. Literally the same reason. I mean, it was just too dry. There was nothing, like, it was just obnoxious.
I felt like it was a better. I
Like,
felt
I
like
get
it was
that-
a better High School Musical. Like, it was a really good High School Musical.
No, see, and that's the thing. The songs,
There was a lot of songs.
There's a lot of
like
amazing.
that,
was a
that
lot of
was like
songs.
that kind of put it over the top for me. Like every single time they started singing, I was like, oh my god.
Well, and a lot of the best scenes, honestly, were based off of other franchises. Like, they had a lot of stuff involving Marvel. They had a lot of stuff involving Disney, which was probably my favorite part of the whole
The
movie.
cameo.
Yeah,
It's a big cameo.
Yeah,
That was amazing.
Stan Lee, and it was actually Stan Lee's voice too.
Yes.
You looked
Which
it
was
up.
super funny.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
That was actually, I was pretty happy about that.
Yeah, that part was really funny.
And then he left, and then he came back, which
Yeah.
was like made it even better. But.
He's like, I don't care. I just want to be
I
here.
thought like one of the most hilarious things was the Walt Disney part where they reenacted the Simba scene.
The Lion King.
Oh, yeah.
With Lion
That
King
was
or with Batman
With
and Robin.
Batman and
Because
Robin.
Robin
That
was
was
having
hilarious.
a dream/nightmare.
That was
Yeah.
fun.
I mean, like, one of the other best things I like about the show is, like, Batman never talks and Gordon never talks. All they do is laugh.
Yeah.
And they did that same thing, and I think that's hilarious. But yeah, to me, I'm sorry. It was just dry. Like, after I left the theater, I was like, I honestly should have went and saw Hotel Transylvania.
Okay.
I left the theater.
Come on,
As soon
man.
as I left the theater, I seriously thought that it could possibly be one of the greatest movies of 2018.
Nope.
I
Nope.
honestly-
It's definitely it's
I
not that
honestly
good.
hold that opinion because that movie was so great. I went and watched it with my daughter, son, and they loved it. We all loved it. We all just really enjoyed it. They were into it the whole time. There's tearful moments. There's happy moments. You're singing. You're dancing.
Real
you're
quick,
jamming, You're singing. You're dancing.
I don't know if you guys have seen
jamming.
every review that we watched, but every movie has tearjerker
Yeah,
moments.
this is
That movie had no tearjerker moments in it.
I am a large man, but I'm also very sensitive.
very sensitive. That's very true.
I mean, I
Cried
guess,
at
like,
Titanic.
I guess when he was good, like when he walked away from the theater, like after everybody made fun of him, was like the saddest point. But it really did not.
Also, that last thing at the very end before the after the credits thing, where he says, "Ask your parents where babies are from."
Oh, that part
That was
I mean,
horrible.
like I said, it had funny moments in it, but it was just dry. Like the main story was not appealing to me in any way. I'm sorry.
You gonna slam that down again?
sorry.
All right, so now that we're kind of done with the reviews, we're going to talk about the end credit scene. So if anybody goes or watched it and you stayed till the end credits, you know what we're
It's a
talking
big
about.
credit scene, yeah.
That's great.
Well, there's no end credit.
Yeah, so it's the end credit scene.
Yeah, it's the end credit scene.
It's the
Oh,
end credits.
wow.
It's
So
like
anyway-
mostly the main voice actors, and then it just cuts into.
Well, the main voice actors do Teen Titans Go as well.
yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so
Good talk.
credits kind of happen for a little bit, and then the screen starts to cut off like a transmission is trying to break through,
Yeah.
and you hear Robin's voice. Actually, you hear everybody's voice, and they're saying, you know, like, "Are you getting it? Are you getting it?" And Cyborg's like, "Yeah, I think I got it set up." Then the screen finally goes clear, and it's the old school Teen Titans, the best Teen Titans.
It is the best.
I didn't say they weren't the best. I don't know why you looked at me.
And
for
Robin pretty much says, "I think we found a way to come back," and then it cuts off.
I clapped.
So, what do you think about that?
that. Dude, I stood up. I clapped. I freaked out. I thought it was the greatest thing ever. I turned into a Tyrannosaurus Rex and destroyed half the theater. I ate like 5 people on the way out. Because I was just so excited. And then I turned into a dog and peed on a fire hydrant.
All right, what did you think?
I just sat there, and
Okay.
I was like,
It's a reasonable
"Yay."
response.
Yeah, I was like, hey, that's super cool. I'm excited. That's all I did.
Starfire.
Well, I think it'd be cool if they do something with it, like if they actually bring back the old show, or if they do a movie based off of it or something. I did actually read that they are considering bringing the series back, but it all depends
Season
on
6, right?
Yes,
It'd be season 6.
but it all depends on how well Teen Titans Go
Go, yeah.
does at the movie theater.
Because I
So-
believe one of the voice actors tweeted about it and said that that they were filming that as the same time they were discussing doing season 6, and it all depended on Go.
So if you're a fan of the
So-
old Teen Titans show, you should go see the movie.
Yeah,
so
go
that way we
support
can get
that
another
movie for
season.
sure.
You see the
All
movie
right,
anyway.
Raven.
That's true.
I was hyped as a. I was excited. I was very excited to see that end credit scene. Almost.
Nope.
Pants.
There it
Nope.
is.
All right, there it is. My personal take on it was, again, like, that was my show that I watched. So I was, like Jonathan said, I was just clapping and happy. I think I screamed down the theater, and like nobody else did. So it kind of made me feel like a child, yeah, like a loser. Like no, not like a loser.
Yeah, I was like, well,
Yeah,
I was
you can't
like-
be a loser.
I was like, woo! Like,
That's
but then again, it also made me remember why I did not like the movie, because then I was kind of like, why didn't they get a movie that went to theaters rather than Teen Titans Go? Yes, they did get a movie.
No,
and
they
we
got
talked
the-
about
yeah.
that. But why wasn't that a theater movie rather than this?
I honestly
Times
don't
have changed.
think you gotta remember when we watched the original Teen Titans, it was more drawn towards teenagers and adults. So you can't really. I don't think it had a big fan base like it does now. Now it's everybody. It's adults. It's
Well-
kids. It's It's teenagers. I mean, they throw things from the 80s, the 90s, the now. I mean, everything in Teen Titans Go, and I think that's what draws more in. So I think that's why they're hoping that we keep putting out this Teen Titans Go, and we can keep getting more of a fan base when we finally decide we want a season 6 and we want to drop the original Teen Titans. Hopefully we can get more of a draw in for that first drop on season 6.
I could see that, but the only thing that bothers me is like the original Teen Titans was so well animated.
It was.
And every cartoon now, minus maybe a few, are so just quick animated, like poor animated. Like to me.
So
So
Uncle
like
Grandpa?
yes. You know, like all these shows are like their animation is not high quality, and Teen Titans was drawn based like more anime-ish.
Yeah.
And it looked so clean and everything, like their storylines were so good, and they can carry a movie if they went to theater.
But a lot of the
that's why it
storylines
bothered
in
me.
Teen Titans were jumbled. Like there was a lot of times there was goofy scenes or something going on goofy and not
I
transitioning
mean,
to
kind
what they
of,
were trying to
but
play when they
literally
had a
every
serious
episode
plot.
of Go is
It's a silly Billy.
Yeah, right.
you
It's
know.
straight goofy.
What were we gonna say?
I don't remember.
Starbolt?
Nice.
Starbolt?
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Poor JP.
Starfire?
So I guess these guys gave it what out of 10.
I'll give it a. It wouldn't make my top 5 list of the year, but
Oh,
it
no,
was
no.
worth going to watch. I'll give it like a 7. 7 out of 10.
Me? I don't know what I... 10!
What the hell?
10!
I'm
10!
gonna go
10.
with 6.5.
Get out of here.
I'd probably give it a good 7 as well. I thought it was good. It wouldn't break my top 5 either, but it was definitely a solid movie. Fun to watch at the theater.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3.
Wow.
Wow.
All right.
Dare I say, that is trash.
So that's it from us guys from Cinema Heads.
And if you like this video, make sure that you give us that great thumbs up. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and now on Twitter. We are doing big things. We are trying to keep you involved, so please follow us so we can keep you involved. And of course, this video is boom done.
It was judo chopped in the throat.
Yeah, your arms are that long to reach over. Whoa, the video's over already? Well, if you want to see more, why don't you click that notification button and that subscribe button. And if you really liked it, give us a thumbs up.
Cut.